I have been going over the stages of our spiritual development this week, and today is the fifth and final stage. Just as a review, people start off as slaves to sin. When they accept Christ, they move to the second stage, slaves of righteousness, with Jesus as their master. Jesus invites us to become more than servants by calling us into the third stage, friends. He also pours out a spirit of adoption that brings us into our fourth stage, sons of God. Children are designed to grow until they eventually become adults, get married, and have children of their own. In the same way, the Lord desires all of his children to mature and enter into the final stage of their spiritual identity, the bride of Christ. This is not a human invention or theology. Marriage is divinely ordained and is the most intimate relationship a human being can have with another person. One flesh, a great mystery. Paul says in Ephesians, "For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh." This is a profound mystery, but I am talking about Christ and the church. Earthly marriage is a symbol of our ultimate spiritual relationship with Jesus. Paul writes in 2 Corinthians, "I am jealous for you with a godly jealousy. I promised you to one husband, to Christ, so that I may present you as a pure virgin to him." The entire book of Song of Songs is not merely the love story between Solomon and a Shulamite woman. It is a prophetic picture of Jesus and the church. The Bible repeatedly alludes to this marital relationship because God desires true intimacy with people. There are things that I tell my wife that I don't tell my kids or friends. There are certain things that are only reserved for marriage. Being the bride of Christ may be a difficult and even offensive concept to some, but it makes perfect and beautiful sense in the kingdom. Even if you are not ready for this level of intimacy with the Lord, know that this is our destiny. It would be inappropriate for an 8-year-old to start desiring and planning for marriage. But it is important for this child to have a mother and father who love each other and model a healthy marriage. Get connected with believers who have cultivated an intimate relationship to Jesus as a bride would to a groom. Maturity was always meant to occur within the context of family. If you find yourself in one of the first four stages of spiritual identity, be encouraged. The Lord is extending a divine hand of invitation for you to come up to the next level of maturity. All that is required is for you to respond in faith and start embracing the mindset of a friend, son, or even bride. We never leave the heart of the previous stage, but rather each level builds upon itself to create an exquisite depth to our relationship with God. Bless you to grow and advance through the 5 stages of spiritual identity. May you always know that you are no longer slaves to sin, but are now slaves to righteousness. May you enjoy a deep friendship with God and experience the fullness of your inheritance as his son. And finally, bless you to embrace your destiny as the beloved, betrothed bride of Christ.